Hey, hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me before we get started. So let's see here.
Can you hear me?
I think you can. All right, so welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. I am so excited. I know that your time is very valuable, and so the fact that you took an hour out of your Sunday afternoon to come spend it with me. I just want to make sure that you get the most bang for your buck. So I think we'll get started. What do you think? I am going to share my screen. The chat is enabled, and we'll get to questions at the end, but I'm going to enable the questions right now. So if you have any as we go along, you can enter them in there, and then I'll come back at the end and we'll go through them, okay? All right, so let me share my screen, present to everyone. All right, so I'm gonna give this a second. Make sure that you guys can see my screen. All right, I think you can. Okay, so today, what we're going to talk about is the 3 steps to massive growth in 2017. Last weekend, I attended an event in Tempe, Arizona, and there were some amazing speakers there. And this is actually one of the things that was presented by one of the speakers, and I found it very useful. So I thought I would share it all with you so you can use it for your business. So what you're going to get today is an easy 3-step action plan to get you in profit mode fast. And who doesn't want that, right? So, but before we get started, I'm just curious, what would it feel like if you had new leads and sales coming into your business every single day on autopilot? What would your business look like if you could attract just 1 leader into your business this month? What would that do for your business? And what would happen if you hit your company's leaderboards and were recognized by your company on a monthly basis? What if you were able to replace your current income and had unlimited freedom? How would that feel? How would you feel if you had an extremely excited following that loved seeing you and everything you do? And what would it feel like if you had people reaching out to you every single day that wanted to work with you? What would that be worth to you? So here's the thing. If you have ever struggled to find time to work enough hours and reach enough people to hit your financial goals, and you feel like you're missing something to get the results that you desire, I know how you feel. I am a wife and a mother. I'm a fitness instructor. I used to work in healthcare, and I am a recovering spammer. So here's the embarrassing part. You like that picture? So I was the person that tirelessly posted my business opportunity all over social media, including sending those dreadful messages to people without making any connection, until all of my friends and family wanted to unfriend me and block me. And some of them did, some of my own family. I was really tired and I was very frustrated because I was working countless hours, but I wasn't seeing any results. And I had reached my limit. I was ready to quit. But then my business and my life changed because I discovered a better way to market myself and my business. And finally, all of the pieces began to fall into place. So my life now is pretty amazing. I have had the opportunity to train with some of the best in the industry. You may recognize Ray Higdon and Todd Falcone. I've trained with Diane Hochman. We live in Northern California, and we have a beautiful houseboat on Lake Shasta. So as long as I have my mobile devices with me, I can work anywhere. And we spend most of the summer out on our houseboat on Lake Shasta. So here's what this has done for me. I mean, my life changed drastically. This is my CRM, a snapshot of my CRM, and you can see I generated 130 leads in one day. And that is not paid advertising. That is with one social media post on Facebook, 130 leads. I made it onto the leaderboards. This is just 1 week worth, but I was actually on the leaderboards for, I might still be on them, for 4 weeks. I generated the most leads in a 7-day time period than anyone else in the company. And we have 7-figure earners in this business. So that's saying a lot. So you're probably wondering if this training is for you. Well, here's the thing. If you're a business owner and you want to build your brand online, then this is for you. If you want to stop chasing people to buy your products, then this is for you. And if you want to get more leads, more customers, and more sales all online, then this is for you. If you've seen people making full-time incomes leveraging the internet, and deep down you know that if they can do it, you can too. And you know what? You are absolutely right. If you want to get endless leads online, this webinar could save you years of wasted time and hundreds of thousands of dollars in business mistakes that most entrepreneurs make when they come online. If you've tried to market yourself online and failed, take a deep breath, because it's not your fault. With all the hype, ridiculous, bogus marketing claims, and overwhelming information online today, it's amazing anyone can figure this out. And you know what? I applaud you for not throwing in the towel. That takes guts, passion, and dedication, and you have earned my respect. You know, for an industry that where marketing is part of our name, network marketing professionals, most companies don't really teach their reps correct marketing, and they certainly don't really teach them the correct way to market your business online. But look, I get it. I have been there. Trust me. I have struggled to build my business online. I've accumulated over $15,000 of debt trying to build my business, and I have felt beaten, broken, lied to, and it sucked. I remember trying to get leads, bugging friends and family, cold calling, approaching strangers at the grocery store, home parties, spending hundreds of dollars on events, business cards, newsletters, and flyers. Does any of that sound familiar? Can any of you relate to that? Imagine for a minute that type of life. Day in and day out, unable to get consistent leads to build my business. I had no idea what I was going to do. I had the dream to make a better life for myself and for my family, but I was unable to figure out how to do it. So as you can imagine, I was in massive pain. But not to worry, because by the end of this webinar, you are going to feel better. You are going to have answers, real answers on how you can get unlimited leads for your business. Imagine that. What would it feel like to uncover a real blueprint and proven roadmap to get leads every day for your business? I know what you're thinking. Could this be true? But I have documented proof, which I will show you in just a minute. So now I could tell you lots of stories about all the people that have been generating leads online, to the tune of over 2.5 million leads, by the way, and how some of them have grown into the highest paid marketers online. But this isn't really about them. It's not about the leads that they have generated. It's not about the money that they have made, nor the successful businesses that they have built. This is about you. It's about your business, about your bank account, how you can generate leads, how you can have customers come to you to purchase your products, and how you can have an endless supply of customers, how you can make more money in your business. So how many of you, and you don't have to put this in the comments, but I just want you to think about this. How many of you don't want to admit that you're struggling? It's hard to do that. Maybe you're afraid to ask for help. Maybe you don't want to say it out loud because it makes it real. But I want you to ask yourself this: how much longer can your business continue at this pace? Imagine just for a minute what it would feel like to be able to understand real marketing and generate your own laser-targeted leads online to the tune of 5 to 10 new leads every day. To be able to build a profitable, long-term business, have time to travel, have freedom to spend time with your family because you took control of your business and learned how to market. So here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn the 3 steps to grow any business online. This is the same 3 steps that every 6- and 7-figure earner uses to grow their business online. You're going to learn an easy 3-step action plan to get you into profit mode fast. You're going to learn 3 simple hacks to give you the time freedom that you desire while growing your business on Facebook. Big mistakes that most business owners make and how you can avoid them. So the 3 steps to building a business online are to grow your network or audience, to engage with your network or audience, and to promote your network or audience. Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February 1st? How are you doing on your resolutions? What do you think makes goals unattainable and overwhelming? Well, one thing is we usually are too vague about our goals, or we set goals that are too big, or the opposite, we set goals that are too small, or we try to do too many. So here's the thing. You've got to be smart about your goals. You have to create powerful goals that you can work towards. And so you can see here by this chart, the S stands for specific. You've got to be specific about the goals that you're setting. And they need to be measurable. You need to have a way to measure how you're doing on achieving that goal. And they have to be attainable. They need to be big, but not so big that you can't see how to get there. And they need to be relevant to what you're doing. And most important is they need to be time-based. You need to set a goal to achieve a specific goal that you can measure, that's attainable and relevant in a certain amount of time. So the best way to do that is to plan with the end in mind. So think about, what is the result that you want to achieve? What is it you want to get? So as an example, say you're doing video marketing and you want to get 100 leads a day through your video marketing. Now you need to take a look at what your current results are. So when you do videos now, how many leads a day are you getting from your videos? And this can be related to anything. It can be to sales letters, it can be to your social media posts, whatever you're using to market your business right now. But let's say you're using videos, and every time you share a video, you get 2 leads a day off of it. So how much more are you going to need to produce to reach the result that you want of 100 leads a day through video marketing? Well, you're going to have to do, if you get 2 leads a day from a video, you're going to have to do 50 videos getting 2 leads each day to reach a goal of 100 leads a day, right? All right, so let's use an example for SMART goals. So a broad goal is, I want to recruit more reps into my business. How many times have you said that? I know I've said that a couple times. But instead, I want you to get more specific. More specific. So how many new reps do you want to recruit into your business? Let's use the example of 5. I will, not I want to, but I will recruit 5 new reps into my business. That's specific. And then measurable. I will measure my progress by how many daily calls, presentations I share, and people I bring into my business. So you have actions that you're measuring. I make it attainable because I will make 10 calls a day to my leads and ask current clients for referrals. It's relevant because by adding 5 new reps to my business, it will help grow my business, increase my revenue, and help me leave my job, which is my end goal. And it's time-based because I will have 5 new reps in my business within 30 days. There's the time factor. So here's another example. I want to recruit more reps into my business. That's the vague goal, right? Here's the specific SMART goal example. I will recruit 5 new reps into my business within the next 30 days by asking for referrals and calling 10 new leads each day. This will help me grow my business, increase my monthly income, and help me leave my full-time job. So can you see how that's much more specific, much more measurable, much more attainable? You set how you're going to attain it, and you have the time in which you're going to achieve that goal. So how many of us have a problem with time management? It's kind of one of the pitfalls of working on your own, having your own business, right? You don't have a boss telling you what to do or when to do it. You're not checking in with a time clock, right? It's all your time. If you're like me, you're working out of your home. So there are always lots of things going on while you're trying to work. So instead of focusing on time management, what I want you to do and what I'm going to show you to do is how to focus on discipline management, okay? And discipline is just choosing between what you want now and what you want most. So there are 4 areas in our life that we focus on. There's our business, there's our health, there's our friends, and there's our family. Those are the 4 main focuses in our lives. Now, to be extremely successful, extremely focused, achieve quick results, you can only focus on one of those things, only one, and that would be your business. Now, that may or may not be for you. Not everyone has the ability or the desire to do that. But if you want to grow really fast, really streamline your business and have huge momentum and massive action, you would just focus on business. You would say to your husband and your family, look, I need 30 days. All I'm going to do is focus on my business. I'm not going to talk to my friends. I can't take care of the family. I can't cook. I can't do laundry. I am just going to focus on my business. I'm not going to work out. That doesn't mean I want you to, I don't want you to work yourself till you're sick, but your main focus for 30 days would be your business. Okay. And that is how you achieve massive, massive growth in 30 days. Sometimes it's not the most practical or wise way to do it. So the next step would be to focus on 2. So I want you to take a look at those 4 quadrants there and think about if you could just focus on 2, what would those be? Would it be your business and your family? Would it be your business and your health? Would it be your business and your friends? Because if you can take just 2 of those and focus on just 2 for the next 30 days, you're going to see some pretty substantial growth in your business. And I challenge you, if you're able to do that, I challenge you to do that, to pick 2 and just focus on 2 for the next 30 days and see how that changes your business. Now, if you want to focus on 3, you can certainly do that. You can pick your business, your health, your family, or your business, your friends, your family, focus on 3. You're still going to see growth in your business, but you're not going to see it to the same extent that you would if you just picked 2 to focus on. So think about that. Figure out what it is you can do, what you can do with your family, your friends, your health. What is it that's manageable for you to do for the next 30 days? And I challenge you to pick those, do that, and just focus on those. Now, we're going to talk about the discipline management formula. And it consists of 3 parts, okay? 3 things that we do in our business. So the first one are results-driven tasks. And when you're looking at your discipline management and how much time you are allowing to work on your business, 60% of the time that you have set aside to work on your business should be spent, needs to be spent on results-driven tasks, okay? And we're going to go into what those are, what those look like here in just a second. And then 35% of the time that you've set aside to work on your business, 35% of that time should be spent on preparation tasks. And only 5% on distraction tasks. Now, we're going to take a look at, we're going to define what each 3 of these are. And I want you to take a look at where you're spending most of your time right now on your business. So whether you have an hour a day, 5 hours a day, just 10 hours a week, whatever the time is that you have to work on your business, how much of your time, what percentage is being spent on these different tasks? Because what we focus on grows, expands, and develops. We want to focus on the things that produce the biggest results. And those would be our results-driven tasks. 65% of your time that you've allowed for work should be spent on these tasks. And this is just it's not a full complete list. You may have other things on your list, but I want you to sit down and take a look at your business and what things that you do would qualify as results-driven tasks are things that actually bring you, grow your business, build your business, that actually you see physical results from. So some of the examples would be Facebook Lives, inviting people to your business page, training webinars, blogs, if you have a blog posts, calling your leads, emailing your list if you're growing a list, and if you're not growing a list, you should be growing a list. We'll talk about that later. Hosting webinars, prospecting. Prospecting is a huge results-driven task, right? Hosting live events, that's a big results-driven task. Free trainings, having private messaging conversations with people, having home parties. I don't know what else. You need to take a look at your business and see what things that you do that actually drive results in your business, okay? And that's where 65% of your time should be spent. Now, if you're anything like me and you're working your business out of your home, sometimes distraction tasks, I know oftentimes I spend a lot more than 5% of my time on them. So distraction tasks can be anything like answering tests, checking your phones for emails, watching TV or listening to the radio, checking Facebook. And I don't mean starting conversations with people, messaging people. I mean just scrolling through Facebook. How many of you go online to check Facebook, to check the messages you've sent to people, the connections you've made, and you get sucked into the news feed in Facebook? I know it happens to me a lot, and it's one of the things I'm really working on controlling. Oh my goodness, household tasks. That's terrible. Laundry is my biggest thing. As a matter of fact, I am doing laundry right now while I'm doing this. So definitely definitely a distraction task. And if you have kids at home, your family, your husband, I sent my husband out today. I said, I need for you to go away, go do something fun, but I need you out of the house so I can get some work done. Checking your social media notifications. So you're checking to see if anybody has written you back, if anybody's liked your or commented on your post, checking your Instagram. All those are distraction tasks, okay? They're not productive. They're not actually providing any results. So, excuse me, take a look at what you're doing throughout the day when you're working and really try to minimize the amount of time you spend on these distraction tasks. That's the big challenge, so that you can have more time to do the things that drive results. And then there are the preparation tasks, and this really is probably where I spend most of my time. Watching trainings, and it's good. You need to train. You need to keep yourself informed. Social media is constantly changing, so it is really, really important that you keep yourself educated on what's new, what's happening, what's changing. If you're going to market yourself online, if you're going to use social media to build your business, you've got to know those things. However, you can't have that be the major portion of your workday, because that doesn't, while it's really important to your business, that doesn't really drive results, okay? So watching trainings, reading books, so important for personal development. Are you reading a good book right now? If you're reading a good book right now, put it in the comments, because I love suggestions of good books. I am reading Magnetic Sponsoring right at the moment. And that's good. We need to work on personal development. We need to work on ourselves, because our business is only going to grow as much as we grow individually. So it is very important. However, again, it shouldn't be the major part of your day. Finding things to post, an important thing to do, but sometimes I get lost in the finding what I want to share, what I want to post, and end up spending way too much time on that than actually doing it. Setting up webinar slides. Anybody out there doing webinars? It takes me a long time to set up my webinar slides. I go through them over and over and over again, rearranging them, rewriting them. Writing blogs, emails, and your social media posts are definitely an important part of driving results, but we need to limit the amount of time that we actually spend in the preparation of them, okay? Because if you're anything like me, you probably spend way too much time in the preparation mode and not enough time in the implementation mode. And it needs to be the other way around. So take a look at your schedule, take a look at what you're doing every day, and see how much time you're spending on these things. All right, so here's the how. Here is your action plan. Are you ready? I want you to go back to the results-driven tasks. Those are the ones that drive your marketing and your traffic. So let's go back here and take a look. Results-driven, and your results-driven tasks may look different than these that I have on here. This is just some examples. But I want you to pick 3 to 5. And here's the thing. The more you pick, the more time it's going to take you. So you need to take a look at your schedule and how much time you can set aside to work on your business, and then decide whether you can pick 3 things or whether you can pick 5 things. The more things you pick, the more results you're going to drive to your business, the more traffic. So, but everybody's schedule is different. We all have different hours that we can work our business and how much time we can apply to our business. So take a look at that. Pick 3, 4, or 5 or more. If you have a lot of time to spend working your business and you want to really see some massive growth and you're only going to focus on one thing, your business, for the next 30 days, then pick more, because the more you do, the more results you're going to drive to your business. All right, so let's go back here. So step 1 is to pick 3 to 5 results. So to drive traffic for your business, okay? And then you're going to create your daily execution plan, and we're going to go over that here in just a second. So if you do not have a calendar, you need to get a calendar. Your calendar is going to be your best friend. It is your biggest asset, because I'm sure you've heard the phrase failing to plan is planning to fail. So we got to make a plan. We're going to make a plan. So you need a calendar. If you don't have one, get one. All right, and we're going to take a look at how you should be blocking out your calendar here in just a second. Like right now. Okay. So your calendar time blocks. Once you get your calendar, the first thing I want you to do is block out your vacations. If you have any vacations scheduled for the next 6 months, 7 months, a year, whatever you have, block that time out in your calendar. First, right now, block that out. Then the second, because this is the most important thing you can do for your business, this is the second thing you should be blocking out on your calendar, and that is your results-driven tasks. When and where are you going to be able to spend the time working on the results-driven tasks, okay? And block that out in your schedule. Block out how much time you're going to be able to spend doing them. And I know sometimes if I know that I want to spend a lot of time on my business, or I have something that I'm going to do that I know is going to take a lot of time, like going through and calling leads, that takes a lot of time to do that. Sometimes it's a little daunting to try to do it all in one time block. So one thing you might want to consider is blocking an hour and then a break, and then an hour and then a break, and then an hour and a break. It's a little more mentally, at least for me, it's easier for me to go, okay, I can sit down for an hour and do this. And then I can take a break and go change laundry or something. But rather than I want to spend 10 hours on my work today, and the thought of sitting down for 10 hours and going through all that can be a little daunting, right? So block out the times, block out an hour and take a break. And then the next thing you want to block out are your preparation tasks. So these are the tasks. We'll go back and look at them here to get you prepared. So if there are trainings you want to watch, and I think you should be, watching trainings every week. You should be training on something. You should be reading books, reading every day, a minimum of 10 pages every day of a personal development book. Finding posts, thinking about what you want to post, writing to your email, thinking about what you want to write, or thinking about what you want to create content on, blog post, what content you want to use for recording videos. Schedule that time out. Block that time out in your daily work schedule. And then, whoops, sorry about that. And then block out those distraction tasks. Yes, I want you to actually schedule in, okay, I don't have kids at home anymore, but I do have puppies and they need to be played with. So I'll schedule out, 10 minutes to go outside and play with puppies. Okay. I love that. It's good for me. It's a good mental break for me. I'll work an hour, go play with the puppies, come back and work an hour, go do the dishes or start laundry or something. But block out those distraction tests too, because you need the breaks as much as you need to get the work done. And then block out planning. You should be planning every night, like tonight. You should be planning for tomorrow, what you're going to do tomorrow, what you're going to be working on, what results-driven tasks you're going to be doing, what your focus is going to be, what you're going to be preparing for, what distraction tasks are you going to have tomorrow. And then you should also be planning your week in advance, and planning any meetings that you might have. Do you have team meetings? Do you have Zoom calls that you need to do with your team? Does your company have trainings that they do? Block all that out. All that stuff. Doctor's appointments. Do you have doctor's appointments for you or for your kids or the dogs or the cats or whatever you got going on in your life? Make sure you write it down. Remember, I said your calendar was going to be your best friend. All right, tracking is so important. And without it, we don't really know. We don't know if what we're doing is working. We don't know if it didn't work. We don't know if we should be doing something differently. So remember, it's got to be measurable, and you've got to be able to track it. So take a look at what you've done for the week and see what worked. Did it work to, did you do a video where you got lots of video views and leads off of? Did that work for you? Or did you do a social media post where you got a lot of comments and engagement on? What worked and what didn't work? What didn't work for you? Sometimes the things that I think will work don't work at all, and the things that I don't think anything about, that I think are so silly and so easy and so simple, all have 100 people engage on it. It's just crazy. So take a look at, it's important to take a look at what works and what doesn't work, and then how you might do it differently. What changes could you make to have them be more effective? All right, so let's talk about ways to not get distracted. Well, first of all, you got to be committed. You got to be committed. You got to show up. You got to show up to go up. So first thing I want you to do is make that commitment. Make a 30-day commitment to work on your business, to follow this plan, to focus on whatever of the 4 quadrants you want to focus on. And then when you block out your time for work, block them out in 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes, whatever you feel you can sit down and do at one time. Block those out and set a timer. When you sit down to go to work, set the timer for whatever amount of time you've allotted for that task. And then take breaks. We talked about this. Breaks are so important. If I know I got to work for an hour, I got to just really hustle for an hour, but then I'm going to be able to take a break, I can do that. If I think I got to work all day and I don't plan any breaks in, I think I end up taking more breaks that way. So plan the breaks and take a break, okay? And then keep a productivity journal. Set your schedule and keep track of what you get accomplished. So, maybe you wanted to write a new blog post tomorrow, but you didn't get it all done. So, keep track of what you're getting accomplished and what you're not. Some things may end up taking you longer than you thought, and some things might be not take you as long as you thought. So unless you're keeping track of that, you're not going to know. Couple more tips. If you can get an accountability partner, someone that's got the same drive and goals, they don't have to be the exact same goals, but they have goals that can help hold you accountable, and you can hold them accountable. That is huge. That is huge. So think about if there's somebody that you'd like to run with that can hold you accountable, and you can help hold them accountable, because that will make a huge difference in your success. And here is a big one. How many promotional emails do you get every day? From Penny's, Macy's, Shopko, Target, I don't know, Zappos, Zulily, Kohl's. I don't know. I just went through and did this a few days ago. Unsubscribe from all that crap. It's really easy. Scroll down to the bottom of the email, hit unsubscribe, and unsubscribe. Okay, you want you to limit your email subscriptions to no more than 3 to 5. Okay, because it's really distracting to go look at your emails and you've got all these emails and you feel like you could go through and clear them out because they're all junk. So just unsubscribe now. And if you want, there's a really cool program, Unroll.me, where you can go through and you can limit the amount you receive and how often you want to receive them. It'll take care of all that for you. So take a look at that. And then take time off. Don't forget to take time off. We all need time off, even during the week. So set aside, an afternoon, a day, whatever you can do to just walk away, to just spend time with your family, to just spend time with your husband, to just spend time with your friends, or just spend time with you. Go get a massage. Go get a mani-pedi, but take time off. It'll make you a happier, healthier person, and celebrate every win, no matter how big or how small. So if you didn't generate any leads today, but you got a prospect on the phone, that is a win. If you got someone on a 3-way call, that's a win. If you were able to share your product with somebody, that's a win. Celebrate that. Celebrate every win that you have, because each one is leading to something more bigger and better. So keep in mind that every single second of every day is a chance to turn things around. So if you get through the first couple of days and you realize you didn't utilize your time the way you had it scheduled, you didn't spend the amount of time you needed to on results-driven tasks, then step back and take a look at it and see what changes you can make, because tomorrow you can do it right. It's not over. You've always got tomorrow. So tomorrow you change things, turn things around. Let's face it, it's not really about time because we all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? It's about what we do with that time and how we spend that time. So have you gotten value from this so far? Has this been valuable? Go ahead and drop a comment if this has been valuable to you. If you had any aha moments or any, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I do moments. So before we get to questions, you're probably wondering, how can I use this to get results now? Well, there's always two ways you can go about anything. You can go off by yourself, which will probably take you a lot longer and will be more frustrating. Or you can lock arms with somebody who's already proven to make it work inside of their own business. So here's the thing. I can't possibly cover everything inside of a 60-minute training. However, how many of you might be wondering how you can make things happen for you inside of your business right away? Can I get a heck yeah? So you don't have to figure all of this out by yourself. You don't. If you're cool with it, I'd like to share with you something that I'm doing. Is that all right? Can I share that with you guys? All right. As I tell my fitness class, I'm going to take that as a yes. All right. So this program is specifically designed to help you earn more money while working less. Who doesn't want that, right? That's why we're entrepreneurs. So you can build your list of red hot prospects and make more money, all while never leaving your home or having to bother your family and friends. How cool is that? So if you want to leverage social media and have more prospects find you who know, like, and trust you so that you can sell more of anything to that list of red hot prospects who then become repeat customers and buy anything you have to sell, so that you can focus on doing the things that you love, like spending time with your family and friends. Then this is specifically for you. Facebook Marketing Academy 2017. So here's the deal. After this last weekend, I decided that I have been very fortunate in my business and it was time that I gave back. So I set a goal to help 30 people in 30 days grow their business online. Crazy, right? And this might really surprise you, because what am I going to charge for my services? I'm not going to charge anything. My services are free. I just want to help you grow your business. So here's what you'll get with the Facebook Marketing Academy. It's a 4-week boot camp, and you will get a real blueprint and proven roadmap to help you get leads for your business every day. You will get daily mindset and motivation calls to keep you pumped up and on track. You get weekly live training, access to a private Facebook group, and you're going to get checklists, PDFs, swipe files, and workbooks that go along with everything that we're going to cover in that 4-week boot camp. The same strategies that I used to get my 1,500 leads in less than a week. One Facebook post alone got over 700 requests for what I was offering. 700. That's crazy. And this is a really good example of, this was just something that I didn't even think about and posted, and I had no idea. I had no idea it would get that, I'd have that kind of response. It was crazy. And that was with no paid advertising. But wait, there's more. You're also going to get if you haven't received it yet, my Facebook cheat sheet, which will ensure that your profile and timeline are set for maximum results. You'll also get the identifying your target market and branding cheat sheet. Say that 10 times fast. So you know exactly who you're marketing to, and so that you're sure that your message is getting to the right people, because marketing to everyone is marketing to no one. So it's important that you get your target market dialed in, know what your message is, and get the right message to the right people. And then you'll also get the daily method of operation checklist. But here's the thing. In order for me to mentor you and share with you the exact process I've used to build my business online, you're going to need the same tools that I'm using. Because I know that these tools work. There's always a slow way and a fast way to build your business online. And free is always the most expensive way. Always, always the most expensive way. Because it costs you one way or another. It either costs you in money or it costs you in your time. So which one of those is more valuable to you? I don't know about you, but I did not get into this business to work 20-hour days or 16-hour days. I want to make more money and work less time. So I know that time is of the essence for you, and you're wondering, how much time is this going to take? What if there were a system that could literally shave years off your learning curve? Well, there is. There's a system with all the tools that you need to build your business online. The same system that I use to generate over 1,500 leads in a week and sign up 2 new people into my business on autopilot from Facebook. And they signed up automatically. I never even talked to the people until after they signed up. But you know what's even better than that is one of those new signups, one of those new team members implemented the same strategies that I used, and she signed up 2 new people into her business in her first few weeks. That's crazy, right? See, I know that these tools work. I know that this system works because I do it and I help other people do it too. So what's it worth to you? What this can do for you is literally shave years off your learning curve, and you will compress time so that you can spend more time with your family doing what you love to do. So what would it be worth to you to test it out today? If you could get 3 to 5 new leads for your business every day, would that be worth it? Would it be worth it to test it out? Yes, yes, and yes, you are obviously shaking your head up and down right now because the answer is a resounding yes. Yes for you, and yes for your family. So here's the thing. I don't believe in pushy sales pitches, okay? I don't believe in working with everyone. I am only looking to work with people that want to work for me. So is that you? I think you're ready. I think it's time for you to make a decision now, and you're ready to say yes. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got a lot of value from this training, and I am really looking forward to hearing from you and working with you. So go check out this website, lisaemery.com/6figures. Send me a message and let's get started. We'll set up a coaching call and we will get you generating leads. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know how valuable your time is, and I really appreciate you taking the time to spend it with me today. Let's see if all right. All right. So I want to work with you. Send me a message. Let's chat.